Hello again. Well, I'm in Braunston and I've heard there's a shop at the top of the hill there, so I'm going to go and have myself a little bit of a resupply. But while I'm about doing that, let's have a little look around the place. It's supposed to be a bit of a canal mecca, this place, so let's see what we find. Well, behind me is what I think is the nearest bridge to take me straight to the shop. But what I'm going to do is I'll come back that way, hopefully. So we'll go a bit further down, back to the sort of main junction and have a little bit of a look round there. Well, behind me is Braunston Marina. They've got a little shop, but I'm going to go up to the main one at the village because I've googled it and it looks pretty good. The cafe boat isn't open today. Plenty of mooring along here. But they're for long-term moorers only. More signage about the ever-confusing Oxford Canal. This chap certainly has got his house in order. And why not? Well, as you can see, there's a clue behind me as to what I'm looking for. Another bridge here, which I guess I could take, but I'm still going to walk down all the way to the end there, where that little junction is. Have a look there. I make my way carefully along the towpath. It's really got quite a narrow towpath here with the mooring rings slap bang in the middle of it actually, so care does need to be taken. Well, behind me you can see Braunston Junction itself. It's a little bit unusual in so much as it's got a kind of island in the middle, a little triangle. So you've got one bridge on one side to get you to the middle of the triangle and then another bridge to get you fully over to the other side. And I suppose that helps sort of direct the boats so that they know which way they're going, although I have seen people having to reverse up. We've got a bit confused there, so it's a bit unusual. Normally at a junction you just have like a big vast sort of open bit and you can sort of just do what you want, but this does get busy here, so maybe it's for the best. There's no bridge over to that side, at least not here anyway. Well, I've actually spotted something that I want, and that's Midland Chandlers, which is just across the water there behind me. There's no bridge to it here, so I'm going to have to find another way round, but I think I'll make that my next port of call because I want to pick up those chains. You can get to just about anywhere from here. I'll make my way back along the narrow towpath to find a bridge. Well, that there behind me is one of what I believe are 3 pubs in this village. That one's called the Boathouse. I mean, to be honest with you, with all this app business and booking everything and what have you, and probably £6 a pint, I haven't bothered lately, so strictly beers at home for the moment. I'm quite lucky actually. I keep walking along and seeing 48-hour mooring signs, 48 hours maximum, and where I am there aren't any signs, so I've got a good bit obviously.
And there's the bridge.
So I think if I want to get to the Chandlers, and I do, I've just got to walk along this little road a bit of a way. I say little road, it's the biggest one I've seen in a while. And yes, I think I can see the chandlery up ahead there.
Another view of the boathouse.
There we go. Well, unfortunately they only had 1 mooring chain left, and I really wanted to get a new pair, so I'll either pop back tomorrow when they've got a delivery, or you know, just wait till the next place. But they had everything else though, a lot of stuff in there actually, prices to match of course, but very convenient. Well, I did my googling before I set out, and that's paid dividends, so I've just found a little shortcut here away from the main road, which is always nice.
The spring on that gate is so strong I can barely squeeze my slender physique through. Now I'm heading up to the village proper. Just to give you a bit of perspective. This gate's a lot easier. A small but perfectly formed church.
Well, I'm actually on the high street now, so the shop should be a couple of 100 yards along here.
Looks like this used to be a windmill. It's a pretty high street. Here's the second pub, the Plough. Doing their best to keep punters fed with a reduced but competitive menu. A butcher's and a cafe.
Well, there's the shop behind me, complete with post office, so let's mask up, go in and get a few provisions.
That one's cheaper, nearly missed it.
That's everything that I need for a couple of days. Good little shop actually. Only thing I would say, it's a bit pricey, but then you've got to expect that really, haven't you? I mean, they're the only game in town and I'm grateful for them really. But nice store.
Yeah, I believe that's the way back.
Oh, there we are. There's my little footpath back down to the canal. I can almost see the boat from here.
We're back down at Braunston now. Yeah, well, we're supposed to fit in.
And now you can see the boat. Just about.
Move the boat down here. Nobody there.
As you can see, the towpath is a little on the shaded side, but I've been doing okay for power. That's the main thing.
Well, that was a good little trip out, quick look around the place. Now there's a sort of boatyard and something, a cafe I think, just up at the next lock. And after that I happen to know there's a pub, the Nelson something or something Nelson. Because I remember going in there for a pint 5 years ago one evening. But I think for now we're done. Let's get the goodies stowed away and see what I'm going to do with the rest of the day.
Well, as it turns out, I needn't have worried about busying myself, as I've spotted a sign informing me that this is indeed only a 48-hour mooring. And so it's time for me to leave.
Well, you can't see it behind me, but I've just noticed there's a 48 hours only sign. It's buried in the undergrowth. So it looks what I'll be doing with the rest of the day. Looks like what I'll be doing with the rest of the day is having a bit of a cruise.